Hello and welcome to Digital Age Newscaster. Today we will be talking briefly on the suspension of Twitter's acquisition by Elon Musk. Elon Musk confirmed he is putting his bid to acquire Twitter on hold, weeks after agreeing to take the company private in a $44 billion transaction. On Friday, Musk announced that the agreement is on hold for the time being, pending further information supporting the claim that spam/fake accounts constitute less than 5% of users. The Twitter deal has been temporarily delayed until we have more details to support our argument that bots/spam accounts do not represent more than 5% of our users, he tweeted. The news sent Twitter shares tumbling more than 20% in early trading before they recovered somewhat. 2 hours after his initial tweet, Musk clarified that he was still committed to acquisition. In his statement about delaying the transaction, Musk linked to a May 2 Reuters article about Twitter's most recent disclosure on its spam and phony account issue. During the first 3 months of 2018, Twitter estimated that less than 5% of its active users were fake or spam accounts. According to Twitter, the estimates were based on a sample examination, and it felt they were reasonable. However, the organization acknowledged that the measurements were not independently verified and that the real number of fraudulent or spam accounts could be higher. For years, Twitter has had a spam problem, and the company has acknowledged that reducing fraudulent and malicious accounts would be a key element in its success. It's unclear why Musk backed out of the agreement owing to recent news. If Musk were to terminate the agreement, he would be required to pay a $1 billion breakup fee. Stocks, particularly technology companies, have been rapidly lower since Musk and Twitter made a deal on the purchase of the firm nearly 3 weeks ago. Elon Musk's announcement that the deal was on hold in a tweet, as well as his response to critics who said he shouldn't have done it, were both out of the ordinary. Before a transaction closes, acquirers usually perform due diligence, which includes a study of the company's finances and proprietary data. They may come across information that causes them to reconsider the transaction or its value in this phase, but such information is often made public via an SEC filing. Typically, we'd see a preliminary filing that says, "We've discovered new information in the course of due diligence and are reassessing our acquisition," said Josh White, an assistant professor of finance at Vanderbilt University and a former financial economist for the SEC. As the stock market continues to fluctuate, some investors are expressing concerns about the possibility that Tesla and Musk's tweets may cause problems for investors in the future. White said a bizarre move might not be significant enough to merit SEC attention, but it could pique Twitter's attorney's interest. According to documents with the SEC, Musk agreed. If the transaction does not go through, White believes that Twitter's previous investors would be able to bring a lawsuit against Musk, alleging that his actions had harmed them by lowering the stock price. There was always skepticism from the beginning. While Musk works to secure financing for the acquisition, doubts about whether it would happen have been swelling since Twitter's board voted in favor of the offer on April 26. According to Securities and Exchange Commission filings, Musk said he would pay $54.20 per share for Twitter. However, Twitter's stock never approached that price, staying below $50 for weeks. That was a sign investors were doubtful Musk would fulfill his promise in the end. Many Wall Street advisors were likewise unconvinced that Musk had a chance to acquire Twitter at $54.20 per share. The average forecast was less than $52, and the majority of analysts assigned a hold rating on the stock. The connection between Twitter's fate and Tesla has been another part of the problem. Musk, Tesla's CEO, planned to use part of his Tesla stock to finance the transaction, but Tesla's share price has been plunging this year, along with others around the globe. Tesla's stock has also been influenced by Elon Musk's sale of a big number of Tesla shares to help finance his Twitter deal. He wasn't left with much of a cushion if he had to pay more money to complete the Twitter takeover, having already committed a significant amount of his Tesla holdings elsewhere. In pre-market trading, Tesla stock shot up 6% following the announcement that Twitter had entered into an agreement with the company. Since Elon Musk revealed he had invested in Twitter, Tesla shares have dropped about a third in value. Elon Musk sold $8.5 billion of his Tesla shares last month, or 6% of his portfolio, in order to raise money for the Twitter deal. However, the decline in Tesla stock value had raised concerns whether he would be able to complete the financing for the Twitter purchase. According to reports, the SEC and the FTC were both examining Musk's purchases of Twitter earlier this year to ensure that he correctly revealed them. In closing, we will talk briefly about Musk's plans for Twitter. Elon Musk has said little about his intentions for the social media network, but he has frequently criticized bots that distribute spam material. He also claims the firm has been overly quick to delete accounts that violate its content moderation regulations. On Tuesday, Musk announced that he would allow former President Donald Trump to return to Twitter after the acquisition was complete. Following his fans' assault on the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, Trump's account was permanently terminated. This week, Twitter confirmed that it was halting most hiring and backfillings, except for critical positions, reducing non-labor expenses, and pulling back on other non-labor expenditures. It also announced that two high-ranking executives, Consumer General Manager Kevin Baker and Revenue Product Lead Bruce Falk, are leaving. On Friday, Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal issued a series of tweets to announce the leadership changes at the company the day before. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to hear more news in podcast-style video format, hit the subscribe button to be notified when news breaks. Your feedback on the story is welcome in the comment section. Until the next updates, have a pleasant day.